Next is Representative Davidson, who is a resident of Harrisburg. He has helped to pass much important legislation. He is pro-choice, pro-public education, and really delivers to our community. At an early age, he knew that he believed in service to others. Representative Davidson?
Thank you for those kind words. And good afternoon, everyone here in our great Capitol building. I wanted to thank our dedicated members of Zonta International, and specifically from the Harrisburg area, for their advocacy on these many important issues. But today, I think we want to just talk about one in particular, food insecurity. And right now, dignity at the dinner table is under siege. It's not just a nationwide problem. As mentioned by my colleagues in the Senate, it's a Pennsylvania problem. I believe it's 1 in 9 Pennsylvanians struggle with hunger and access to food. And for our children, that number is 1 in 6. It's not just about a missed meal or a child in a classroom who's sitting hungry. It's about parents who face a constant struggle to put food on their table and provide for their families. It's about seniors who too often have to choose between a prescription and a meal. And recently, we witnessed the consequences of political gridlock and exposed a failure to prioritize the most vulnerable. But beyond that, it demonstrated the failure of character. You see, 2 million of our neighbors in the Commonwealth were plunged into chaos as their SNAP benefits were held hostage by political fights in Washington. And since the end of the Second World War, we have had a system that has supported our communities, combat hunger, supported our farmers and food merchants, and that was SNAP. And I want to thank our governing partners in Washington for their action, albeit delayed. And I want to thank our governing partners here in the Capitol, in the Senate, and in the governor's office, because just last week, we passed a budget here in this Commonwealth. And this holiday season, many of our neighbors will not have to face a holiday meal with a question mark or hunger in their stomach. So I want to thank our governing partners here with us today. So who steps up to fill the gap for food insecurity? You know, I'll talk about two groups. One, you know, first and foremost, our charitable food network. I see our friends at the Central Pennsylvania Food Bank here today. Countless volunteers, churches, community organizations, little food pantries in my neighborhood here in Midtown Harrisburg. People every day volunteering or giving of themselves to manage what is a shortcoming of our government. But charity shouldn't supplement the safety net. It should not be our safety net. And we can't ask our volunteers to solve multi-million-dollar problems for millions of Pennsylvanians over and over and over again. So, what are we doing about it in this building? What are we doing about it in the General Assembly? Well, just last week, Governor Shapiro signed our Commonwealth budget with an $11 million increase to the farmers market coupons, the state food purchase program, and the Pennsylvania agricultural surplus system, a nearly 40% increase from last year's budget. We are listening in the General Assembly, but our work is not done, because this holiday season there will still be Pennsylvanians who struggle with food insecurity. So we need to do more, like pass House Bill 180 out of the House to provide free school lunches to every Pennsylvanian student, or put House Bill 764 on the governor's desk to create the Fresh Food Initiative to put more of our Pennsylvania ag products into the stomachs of our Pennsylvania children. Or the bill that I'm working on with Representative Kincaid, who you'll hear from next, to eliminate school lunch debt, because money and how much income your family makes should not contribute to shame or a hungry stomach in a school. So know this, we are not deaf or blind to the problems that our communities are experiencing. We are taking action, and we are not done. Both the House and the Senate, both Republicans and Democrats, government and nonprofits, we are here and we are working to build a Pennsylvania where no one has to face an empty plate. So thank you to my friends at Zonta, thank you to my friends and neighbors here in the Harrisburg community, and thank you everyone for being here today.